Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Bad Fanfiction Night. I'm your host, Ray McNeil, and joining me, as always, is the wonderful Twilight Guardian.
Hello.
Before anyone asks, because I know I'm going to be asked it, yes, I'm in costume. You would know this. You would know this if you watched Team Jacked this past Wednesday, which, by the way, go do that. It was a great stream, even though the video we were covering was kind of awful. In like an atypical way, actually, weirdly enough. It was just really poorly structured. But yes, today we are continuing our deep dive into Shadow of the Conqueror by Shad Brooks, aka SHADIVERSITY. In the last chapter, it was a lot of, how do I put it tactfully? A lot of philosophizing and moralizing over the nature of the sex trade and people that commit those acts and whether or not they're redeemable whatsoever, and the nature of the redemption system in this world being completely borked from top to bottom. I found it entertaining. It was bad. It was awful, in fact. I found it entertaining. A lot of people here found it miserable. Also understandable. Very understandable. Which is why we're so glad to have Billy Donuts here, providing donuts for everyone. So at least, not only, at least we have something to look forward to.
Yay.
But yeah. Basically where we left off, Dalen and Auric are now one of, like, 5 people between 2 ships that are still alive, exempting all of the former sex-traded women that they freed.
Oh, yay.
Actually, I think between the 2 ships, is it them and, like, 1 guy that survived?
Yes.
Did they spare only 1 person between the 2 ships?
Kinda, yeah.
I think so, yes.
Among
So,
the pirates, at least.
It's Dalen Auric, a random crew member who isn't redeemed yet, but is redeemable by their metric. Now piloting piloting 2 ships without crews, and a whole bunch of women that were abused and traded. Great, now I just stare at a Resident Evil reject while listening to Birdman read an absolutely horrible book. Reject?
Damn.
Newbie put his blood, sweat, and tears in making this avatar. That is rude.
Go to the naughty corner and think about what you've done.
Mods, put the dunce cap on him.
Captain Shivers Timbers.
But yes,
okay, I'm out for you.
But we are looking at about 18 pages for this next chapter, so it'll be 9 for me, 9 for Twy. It's a hearty chapter. It should only take us about an hour to an hour and a half, depending. So everyone, sit back, relax, grab a nice beverage, and enjoy, if you can.
I have time.
Chapter 23. Oh, also, a reminder of the rules. I and Twy are the priority speakers. We expect you guys to quiet down when we're speaking. We like your comments and jibes and in conversation to a limited extent. But please, let's keep things going. Do not overstay your welcome. If we have to shush you, there's going to be problems. I am an Eldritch Abomination, by the way, now, so I can do horrible things to you. Anyway.
Can't do anything worse than this book.
Chapter 23. My attendants did a good job at keeping things quiet, but it didn't take long for the girls to stop volunteering. I was never gentle with them, yet I still believed they came willingly at first. The truth was that my attendants coerced the girls that caught my eye, whether out of loyalty, a lust for my favor, or a belief that a happy ruler led to a happy empire. My servants saw to my every whim. They bribed at first, but eventually devolved into threats and acts of violence. As my people slowly started to fear me more and more, often through acts I did to achieve that very purpose, to ensure obedience, a nightmare slowly began to grow among the young women that Oh, that they might catch the eye of the Emperor. Cool story, bro. I'm glad you got your dick wet.
I'm so sick of these prologue sections.
Saying that
So was that no sauce or yes sauce?
Oh, that was it basically no sauce. I'm just tired. It's like, come on, man. I still don't know why you turned to being a quote unquote good guy. Honestly, your descent into villainy. Wow, that was not intimidating
All right.
whatsoever.
No worries. Keep reading.
I'll say his descent, as described in loose terms, I think, like, I'm adding up. Does it add up him descending into becoming a villain? Because he's describing it in such, like, broad terms. He's not really going into details. I mean, like, there's a lot of bullshit in between here and there, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. Maybe I just don't care enough anymore.
So far, the extent of it just is he's sorry that he got caught.
yeah.
Random Fandom says, I cast mutated sticky bread. Oh, IKN, you actually deleted his message. I didn't realize that. I know you said something. I just didn't realize you actually took action.
What?
You said time him out. I timed him out.
No, I said put him in the dunce cap. That was a joke.
It was for 10 seconds. It was for 10 seconds.
That's amazing.
Too much chocolate gold coin as compensation.
Red flags, red flags, red fucking flags. Dude, this man is literally wearing a red shirt for a flag, alright? Anyway, now we're with Lyra. Lyra continued to follow the scent of the boy vigilante, the blackened son of Daedalus the Conqueror. Oh, I should have used the sniffing image of her for this chapter.
Oh no.
I think he went to the skyport, she said to Q-Seg beside her. Then we find which ship they take and follow. That's the plan, Lyra said as they quickened their steps. The people continued to part before them, more so now as they moved with obvious purpose. As they came close to the skyport, Lyra noticed a man standing atop a box and speaking passionately to a crowd of people. She stared at him. "What is it?" Q-Seg asked. "Go ahead and find the portmaster. I'll catch up." Q-Seg looked to the soapbox man. "Ah, this again. Do not make too much trouble," he said, then left for the port. "It was the Conqueror who made our nation strong. Make our nation great again." No, sorry. The Dawnist bellowed over the boos and jeers, though there were a few in the crowd who seemed to be truly listening. The young man wore a dirty buttoned shirt and slacks, but no sword and especially no red ribbon, as wearing one would justify people challenging him to a duel just to shut him up. "Yes, Dalen. Exactly, Dalen. Maybe you shouldn't wear a fucking red... I'm glad you remembered this now, Shad." Lyra couldn't help but listen to a little of this tripe. "Indeed, Hamra would have been destroyed by our own aristocracy, but it was the Conqueror who liberated us. And then after that, the other nations flew in like drakes to take our land. Who was it that fought them off? We all know who. It was Elmo the Great. And then Dalen. The same man who saved us from starvation and ensured we were always fed, which is what saving us from starvation means. These days, we regular people starve, and the Senate only does nothing. They are complicit. Why? Because their pockets get lined with gold crowns by those who force us to work in their factories like slaves." The Dawnist pointed to the well-dressed people in the crowd, booing at him. Of course, they don't want the Empire back, because people like them couldn't exist in it. In the Empire, everything was owned by all, not the greedy few that steal money from our pockets. Not that it's much, barely 7 measly rupees an hour while they hoard all the wealth we make for them. Communism shall rise again, he roared to the crowd.
Yeah.
Then there's the guilds, who don't allow the common man to learn their trades and charge a fair and honest price for the skilled labor. The emperor fought the guilds to regulate them properly, and what did they do? They rose up against him. Under the rule of Dalus the Conqueror, each man got his fair share, and no man could make himself better than another. Except for the Conqueror himself, Lyra said calmly, but with light bonded to her voice, it carried over the crowd, silencing everyone. The Dawnist gulped. It seemed like he hadn't noticed Lyra until this moment. Everyone clapped. He put himself above everyone and killed for the slightest inconvenience, Lyra added, her controlled tone resonating powerfully. Anyone who thinks to bring back the days of the Dawn Empire is a fool. You say everyone got their fair share? I lived through that time, and you did not. So let me tell you what it was truly like. The great bastard took everything from everyone and returned the barest portion. Yes, we were all equal, equally oppressed, poor, and starved. No one could own property or land, not even their homes, and thus when the great bastard felt the population outgrown the resources of the land, he forcibly relocated countless families and executed any who resisted, women and children included. And somehow the author will try to justify this, to try and make it so that his character isn't actually as evil as he tries to make him, which is paradoxical.
I assume there's a real soapbox sale going on around here.
Ooh,
Yeah, there's a lot of those.
Use some soap.
Soap boxes for $5.99? That's a
Oh,
steal.
no, the women and children as well.
So, would you like the soap that comes with them? No, I just want the box. The fuck do I do with soap? So you smell something awful.
Yeah,
Sir, are you all aware you're going to an anime convention in 2 days? I know. You don't want soap? What the fuck is soap?
It's not.
Also, most unrealistic thing about this is that the other guy actually lets her speak.
Yeah, this
That's
man
not
would
how
be
these
shouting
people
over her as best he could. But let's get down to the deeper element of this. Okay, so everyone was equally poor. That's how Dalus was bad. Yes. I'm struggling now in terms of what am I supposed to believe about his rule? Why did it take so long for people to overthrow him?
He didn't have
Because he
weapons.
said so. That's why.
Oh. Because if everyone was equal and he was the only one benefiting, I'm sorry, that's not how a government would function. You still need people to actually do your bidding, like your aides that you mentioned that go out and get you the girls that you're pining after. So they have to be getting something out of this, right? If they're currying your loyalty, then that loyalty must come with some sort of reward. I heard Elmo when this happened.
Oh my God.
Accurate.
Rocco.
Okay, so here's one suggestion. The reward was that he'd
fuck them. Okay, got it. Lyra began to walk towards the man. Later, he ordered his men to execute the family members of anyone he deemed a criminal, killing innocents for the most inconsequential actions that he thought rebellious. You glory in the privilege of attacking the government while espousing a way of rule that would have you executed for the same. Even those that didn't speak out against him were forcibly conscripted into his armies and sent to die in the unjust wars he declared on innocent nations that we also said weren't so innocent because they encroached on his land. I'm confused at what the truth is supposed to be.
Maybe these are different.
It's innocent until I decide you're guilty.
Yes.
Maybe the
Yes.
idea is that everyone is an unreliable narrator that all saw the same events through different lenses and had hence and through their own experiences believed in believing
What the fuck? Okay, so
This
this is an
isn't
issue.
me. Maybe we've been reading this all wrong, and this was actually some kind of interesting look into the human psyche.
I have issue with this Snowy Spider. You know what the issue
Uh-huh.
is? The eye
that?
isn't like a Naruto eye where you can like screw it in like an eye socket, like a bulb.
Excuse me.
You know, that's
You
fair.
described that as a Naruto eye. Elaborate?
Well,
People,
certain eyes
there's-
like the Sharingan, Byakugan, and Rinnegan are capable
So,
of being
no,
removed
in
and implanted in different
Naruto, they
faces.
literally rip eyes out of people and stick them back in. They work perfectly fine. Those motherfuckers are just light bulbs.
Yeah, basically
Yeah.
just sprint.
Well, I mean, they need to be specific magic eyes, since I don't think a
No,
regular
no.
eye.
Man, I
capable
am
of that.
so glad I never continued past the fucking exams. Anyway,
Yeah.
Izanagi says, "Oh dear God, I know that neither I nor Shad are educated enough to discuss history or economics. This feels like a horrible way to use heavy topics. It really is. I am just,
Thank you for recognizing.
I'm frustrated with this stuff. Lyra was now standing directly in front of the Dawnist. Most people think the Archknights are only sworn to fight against the Shade, but our true mandate is to protect the peoples of the world. We, the Knights of the Arch Order of Light, declared war on the Dawn Empire. Do you know what that means?" The man was failing to look defiant, though he tried. He stumbled back off his box. "It means the Dawn Empire..." Oh wait, who is this talking? Is this her or him?
Yes.
It means that the Dawn Empire had grown to threaten all of Telos, and the Archknights, for the first time in their existence, entered into a political conflict. The Dawn Empire drew every nation into war. It became an enemy to all that is good, and you want to bring it back?
Yeah, you fucking piece of
Yes.
straw.
Yeah, excellent straw man. That was revealed before the tuning exams, though. It was?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Isn't that how Kakashi explained how he got his eye?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, but I think. Explained.
Oh,
Yeah.
Regardless.
Goodness.
man, I'm glad I never finished Naruto and remember any of it. Anyway,
That's crazy.
Yay.
every other Dawnist Lyra had confronted like this had said no, claiming that they were only supporting the good that the Dawn Empire did, not the bad. But this man forced himself to stand tall and replied, "Yes! And you Archknights betrayed yourselves in fighting against our rightful ruler. The impure elements must be purged, and I cast night upon you and your order."
Oh, no.
I mean, kudos for the
The
man for
impure
holding his fucking
elements must
ground, I
be
guess.
purged.
What do you mean by impure elements?
I don't like how you said purged. Anyway, Lyra couldn't believe what she was hearing. This young man actually had a measure of light within him, meaning he honestly thought what he was doing was the right thing. Once again, confirming that the amount of light inside someone's body has nothing to fucking do with whether or not they are a virtuous person.
Welcome to
Shad!
the bullshit. The
Ah.
absolute
He's literally talking
bullshit.
about how he is perfectly happy to commit genocide since he thinks it's right.
For all we know, actual Hitler, if he were to be gone by this metric, would be glowing like the fucking sun.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not like a scale of good and evil. It's like how much conviction you have in your cause. Or zeal.
Except they have used it in the last few chapters as a judge of good and evil, and whether or not people can be redeemed. This only further solidifies that every single person Dalen and Auric slaughtered who had clouded fucking souls were people that were questioning their own actions and could probably have been argued to the light, like actual purity.
So wouldn't the
Yeah,
main
so
character try to...
Literally the one person they kept alive was the only one that seemed surefire dedicated to the cause of being a fucking sex slaver.
No, the persona.
Can I ask a question, by the way?
The main
What?
character try to drive others towards the light. Like, he is being redeemed. No.
Can I ask a quick question?
No,
real quick?
no, I thought he spared one person on the original crew, or was it only one pirate that he spared? I mean, regardless, he spared someone that was apparently convinced what they were doing was like convinced.
Wasn't it the wasn't it like
It was
the
one of the
kid?
pirates.
Wasn't it his son? But he didn't
No,
spare
he
him.
sodomized his son.
Celtic, in
Yeah,
fact,
I
for
mean,
all we
yeah,
know,
he-
the pirates were
still
the ones working
traumatized.
to rescue the girls. It was the pirate's cabin boy he spared. That pirate, that fucking cabin boy was so dedicated to the cause. And every other pirate was having misgivings about it.
You know, I just
This
really
morality
feel like,
system
Okay,
is so
okay.
fucking borked.
I
Celtic,
just
you don't
feel like skulls and
understand.
crossbones are the way everyone should live their life.
It's
Just
broken.
Yo,
have
yo,
a podcast.
yo,
And somehow even
pirates
through
sleep
all
with
that-
me.
Mm.
Broken.
So, question.
Answer.
My question is, if this is the morality system and you were basically irredeemable if you questioned your light and everything like that, how is there a sense of like redemption for Dalen? Because wouldn't his light be dim because he's unsure of what he's doing and everything, especially at the start?
Well, except he's not.
Fantastic question.
Except he's fucking not. The man is so assured that he did an incredible amount of good and just somehow, like, had some element of bad that he never really talked about. I guess it was the rape. That's the only thing he ever did wrong. Everything else was perfect to his measure.
Because I was thinking back to like the scene where he was arguing with himself of what to do when he was like when he realized he had his powers, and he was like, "Oh, should I try to fix the world again like last time?" No, because last time I did that, everything went bad. You know.
I don't fucking know, man. I'm
Since
so
according
lost
to-
on this goddamn system. This needed a serious revision in order to try and clear up this lore. Like, this needed so much more work. It's either that,
Everything
either
apparently
that, or
went
hear
bad.
me out.
The parts of
What
every
Shad needed
part
to
of every
do,
chapter where-
what Shad most needed to do was kill his darlings. I think he had a couple of scenes in mind for how this system worked, and a couple of them were contradictory. And instead of getting rid of them, he tried to force them in when they made no sense in doing so.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is.
Oh,
There's a little excerpt at the start of every chapter where he babbles on about how, oh, there's some good that came out of my conquerings. It was somehow better than what was there before. Blah blah blah.
Yep. And also, I just realized he has good.
The urge to purge begins.
I just realized that the beginning of this chapter kind of tried to absolve him of the rapes.
Yep, it does.
It just fucking hit me that like, oh no, it wasn't
Ex-
my fault that these women were coming against their will. It was my aides, and I didn't know at first. It's like,
No.
oh
No,
god,
that's not.
I hate
Oh.
I hate how he's trying to softball his fucking character. Everyone
Why
else
would you
is
even
at fault for enabling
If
him.
you're
Obviously.
gonna go back on it,
I
why
love
would you
the
even?
Conqueror!
Why would you even introduce this shit to begin with?
I want a music from fucking JoJo to accompany Elmo the Conqueror. What the absolute fuck? An absolute unit is he?
We need the JoJo like what is that? symbol that goes
Okay,
down.
we need the JoJo, but it needs to be orchestrated like it's a
Oh,
Sesame
yes.
Street song.
Yes.
Can you caption that with like him beating the ever-living crap, Elmo the Conqueror beating the ever-living crap out of Dalen?
Major warning sign. How
Please.
nobody disagreed with him vehemently enough in his current actions. Everyone's just fucking rolling with what he's doing. Auric's just rolling with it. Auric is the worst Jiminy Cricket I've ever seen.
We need to have that one scene with the cricket with Jack Hortner from
You're a
Puss in Boots
monster.
2.
You're irredeemably evil.
What took you so
What
long?
took you so
idiot?
long? What did I do to deserve this? I mean, I know I did a lot of things, but I mean, what in specific?
No, he.
What was the specific cause?
Oh. By this book's logic, Judge Frollo was more redeemable because he thought his actions were God's will. Unironically, Frollo is probably more redeemable than Talon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because at the very least, if a fucking priest came up to Frollo, hit him over the head with a Bible, and said, "I'm gonna learn you something, son. Let's go fucking talk," I think Frollo might fucking listen. Like,
I mean,
Like,
he did
I
listen. That's
agree.
why Quasimodo is alive.
Well, the example you can give is if the Pope said, "Yo, Frollo, knock it the fuck off," he'd knock
especially
it the
since it
fuck
was
off.
revealed to us by Frollo Freak that he was drugged and a gypsy doppelganger actually did all that evil shit. I forgot
Yes.
about that plot point.
You
Yeah, remember?
It has
Oh,
been
how
a
did you
while.
forget?
It has
Oh my
been
God.
like okay, look. Once you
Excuse
hit
me?
gypsy genocide, that's just completely forgotten about.
It was a gypsy
Everything
genocide.
gets like a blurred into a gray
Yeah,
mush.
because the gypsies were evil all along.
What was that?
Wait, what?
Why?
Guys, we need to
Someone
revisit
explain.
Frollo Freak on stream. We need to
We
actually go back.
it
It is such a
Who's Frollo
fucking
Freak?
wild ride.
Oh my god, yeah.
If you
like,
guys
so
ever-
many people.
You guys have never ever heard Southern Black woman cuisine described in so much fucking detail by someone who lives in Illinois.
Indiana.
Excuse.
Right, Indiana, which is almost as bad.
Well, like, way
I never
to
watched the stream, so that'll be
way to
funny.
give away some of the surprise there, Raymond.
Like anyway, everyone's gonna be like melted brain by the time we get to the end of Shadow the Conqueror. No one's gonna remember this.
Fair.
What if Frollo was just
Also,
Frollo?
we have never read Frollo Freak on stream. This was prior to us having Bad Fanfiction Night go public. If you weren't in for Bad Fanfiction Night before we went public and doing this on live stream, you were not privy to the majesty of the brain of Frollo Freak.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's why I never knew about it.
Yeah.
I'm going to Google for this.
I've heard
You
tales.
missed something.
Oh,
So-
dude, that's a rabbit hole. Be careful. Like legitimately,
I would never recommend
she is
Googling
the
or
tip of the
searching.
iceberg. You're gonna find a lot of women horny over Frollo. That's basically what you're gonna find. Anyway,
Oh my god,
Yeah.
Lightning's gonna be
Yeah.
posting all of his old Frollo Freak memes.
The resurgence.
Oh, this was it sounds like it was a legendary event.
it was.
Yeah, they found their
It
TV
was.
Tropes
And
page.
what's great about it is that we revisited her like 3 times or like 4.
Yep.
We did it a lot. We had a lot of recordings for her work. It was.
Oh yeah,
It
a
was
fuckload.
magical.
Mhm.
And we still have a lot more to go. A lot of it's spicy too. So
I forgot that was a thing.
anyway,
tell.
Don't tell.
Lyra couldn't believe what she was hearing. This young man actually had a measure of light within him. I mean, he honestly thought what he was doing was the right thing, which made him very dangerous. Then you have a powerful enemy, Lyra said and turned to the crowd. I can see that most of us here wish this fool would stop speaking his hate, but taking away his freedom to do so would make us as bad as the great bastard himself. We cannot stop him from speaking, but it's our choice to listen. Like a disease, our displeasure brings him joy, and I've done this, too, by confronting him. I see that I was mistaken. What I do now is what I hope you all do. Ignore him! Take away his power and let the fool cry to the empty air. No one ever visit reddit.com. This by the way, this is Shad revealing how he handles criticism.
Yeah.
Wow. Just to say not.
This world has Reddit?
Yes.
Have you heard Dalen? Reddit has to exist.
Reddit.
He had to have invented it.
Of course he did.
It's memes, Celtic. Check the internet lately.
K Celtic, who wins, Dalen or Victor Von Doom? Okay, in an actual fight, probably Doom. in an ego contest, God, that might actually be an even fight.
No, it's not.
Get
No,
Dr.
Doom
Doom's
still
name
wins.
out of your damn mouth.
Okay,
In conjunction
personal
with Taylor Swift.
personal delusion contest. Maybe that's a little more fair.
That's closer.
Okay,
Close
all
enough,
right.
Not that much.
Choose one incarnation of Doom and stick to it.
I am.
I am.
I don't need the dude. No matter which incarnation of Doom, it's always gonna be Doom.
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like he could beat Doom from the 2002 movie, or 2004 movie. 2005.
2005.
Oh right, yeah, the Thick Vengers. Yeah, I forgot about it.
I forgot.
What about that?
I remember this. I remember I made this on a day I had a terrible internet, so I had to send it to Twilight through Google Drive so she could post it for me.
Oh right, I
That's
forgot
a
about
lot from
that.
what the
Oh my days!
And who's the cat girl?
The 2015
You don't
Doom?
wanna
No. No. That's not a character. Anyway.
There's a
Lyra left, and thankfully, most left with her. The Dawnist calling after them in a frantic voice. You cannot stop us! The Dawn Empire will return, and though you choose to leave, others will listen and join our cause. Long live the Dawn Empire! The people ignored him, but the disappointing thing was that Lyra knew it wouldn't last. Most people were so insecure in their beliefs that they couldn't resist defending them, sometimes violently, in reaction to the smallest disagreement. Thus, as soon as more people heard the Dawnist preach such offensive dogma, they'd stop and argue, fueling the fool's ego. Then, with the crowd there, like a herd of goats, more people would come, including some who actually be susceptible to the Dawnist's lies. Yet there was no more Lyra could do unless the Daunists broke the law. Considering their patron, they might be capable of some truly terrible things. If that was the case, she and the Arknights would be there to oppose them.
My one comment from my book, I wrote the note, Shad when he looks at bad YouTube comments.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wonderful.
Ed Savinsky, do we include his goddaughter in the fight? What?
Doctor Doom.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
they're
talking
talking
about...
they're talking about Valeria.
I know nothing about that. I know very little about
Oh, yeah.
Doom.
Okay, so that was a long story. It involves
That's a
the fact that-
all right.
Yeah,
that's a
that's
time
a-
we don't have time for. Let's
Correct,
go back to
yes.
work.
Okay.
We can educate this man later.
It was easy to find Cusack within the skyport. Just look for the only dark-skinned, yellow-haired, topless man with muscles like rocks. That's a description for someone who apparently doesn't have any sexual urges towards him.
Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
Have you seen Auric?
50 of them. Just
They are
all
on a
hanging out.
skyship, Cusack began, but then stared at her. Lyra, your face is different, and even me, who is bad with faces, it is big enough to know you are angry. It's the Daunists. Yes, they need to be killed. They can't be killed for controversial opinions. That would make us no better than the Conqueror. You know, I am actually on Lyra's side. You know, you can't kill someone for controversial opinions, but I will say I like Cusack's immediate leans towards horrific violence.
Look, the man looks at the problems and said, "Ice that bitch."
I respect it.
Kill him.
He understands the hammer.
It's glad to know
and that
Shad's
we follow
opinion
his
of the
nail.
one of the few black guys in this story is Unga Bunga. That's not indicative of anything whatsoever. Now, is it?
What did Shad mean by
What did
this?
Shad mean by this? Belief becomes action, and their belief is to kill people who do not agree. It is better to stop a crime before it happens. Belief becomes anger. Anger becomes hatred. Hatred becomes...
Don't.
Hand manipulates mouth. Anyway. But you can't punish a person who hasn't committed a crime, even if they want to commit it. This is stupid. If they want to do bad, they are guilty as if they did. Only if you can prove it. And though it's clear what the Dawn Empire was, most Dawnists try and paint a much nicer picture. Everyone knows that they're preaching hate, but unless they incite criminal activity, it's not right to act against them. I'm sorry, I'm wrestling with... We don't actually know if the Dawn Empire... Like... You can actually sit down with the Nazis and discuss their domestic policy and why it would have been appealing to people and why certain sections of the population benefited and why it has such widespread support at different times in history. I do not get the feeling if I asked Shad what kept Dalen in power for 80 fucking years, he would ever tell me exactly what it was that left him with so much power, other than he did good before and he just kind of stayed there. No matter how much bad he did. This is so weird. Like, what hate are they preaching exactly, to be honest? The Dawnist? Yeah, I don't even know what what are they saying exactly? They're just saying, bring back the Dawn Empire.
Because they want the Dawn Empire back, they're bad.
I mean, the one guy did, like, we're also going to purge the impure, which admittedly, like...
Well, he was specifically talking about the Archknights who overthrew their leader, who they saw as usurpers to the throne, which,
I mean,
loyalists
that's still hate towards them.
But is it, like, from their perspective, it's justified and understandable. Like, I hate it, but, like... You need something worse than that. Like, oh, we're going to cleanse the entire, countryside of a particular minority or something like that. You need something else.
Yeah, substance.
Yeah, but who? We haven't actually heard of the Empire enforcing racial purity. We haven't. We heard people being migrated for, like, land disputes, but, like, I don't even understand what that was about. Like, there could be any number of reasons to move people from their fucking land in a justified way. What if, now hear me out, because I have been playing a lot of Silent Hill F. What if your village was built on a huge fault line filled with noxious onsen springs that could release toxic gases into the air and poison your entire village after an earthquake? Maybe that would be something worth migrating an entire town from.
I haven't beaten.
Wait, that's how Silent Hill was created?
No,
that's
Silent
another
Hill
rabbit
F
hole.
has something. That's another rabbit hole, and it's also only a factor. It was this.
Oh no!
Can I play this on stream?
It's not working for me.
Yeah, not working for me either.
Let him.
Give it a minute.
Yeah, I'm not
it's probably a
hearing
big
anything.
file. Yeah.
Oh, it's a video.
Okay, well, it's not playing. Well, we gotta keep on going. In all my years of horrible people, you are by far the most evil creature I've ever met. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that specifically? I love it so much.
Yeah.
Oh my
He
God.
sees, the world sees.
Up now, it's working. Now the video's
There we
working.
go.
Oh, there we go.
Thank you, Lightning.
Thank you so
You made
much.
that better.
That is a gift.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, I'm gonna have so much good fodder for thumbnails next week.
Oh my god, yes.
And we're not even halfway through this chapter yet.
Yeah, no.
I was trying to
Don was
edit
sort of,
everything in the mouth.
I'm making up for last week.
Everyone knows that they're preaching hate, but unless they incite criminal activity, it's not right to act against them. No, if they are left to grow strong, it will be hard to stop them. And I will be there to tell you so. I am sure you will, Lyra said with a sigh. What were you saying before about the skyship? The boy we are chasing. He is on a skyship to head to the city of your land. The capital. Yes, the head city. It is not called the head city. It is the capital, Hydon. Yes, your head city. It is the city where I get head. She shook her head tiredly. Whatever. Did you find out what type of ship they caught? A trade ship called Maravan. Then it's slow. Good. All we need is a fast ship, and if we fly under the floating isles, we should overtake them. Yes, and we might find pirates as we fly, Cusick said, smiling. Feeling a little restless, are we? Our powers need to be used. If not, we should not have them. Yes, with how frustrating this blackened chase has been, I'd like to hit something too. You are all horrible people!
Yeah.
They are the violent Mr. Violent.
This
Just
is
because
this
you have
is
the
this is the fucking cop going like, hey, we need to get to the other side of the city, so we'll pass through the bad part of town, and if we're lucky, there'll be a drug deal that we can beat the shit out of the people that are there with. That's what this is equivalent to.
I'll shoot them.
You want to
And I
punch
just
something?
thought-
Punch a wall. I punch walls all the time.
Having the power to commit violence does not necessitate its use.
That is often the paradox of power. Those that should have the power often do not seek it, and those that seek power are the ones that often should not have it. That's why politicians are, on the whole, awful people. Anyway, I'll step off my soapbox. Twilight, it is your turn.
Okay.
To the chapter break.
And it's right at the chapter break. Okay, cool. Lyra found the portmaster, a short bearded man, and inquired after the fastest ship destined for Hydon. I'm getting immediate deja vu.
Deja vu.
It's like a copy paste of the first time they did this.
Yep.
Oh dear.
It's just in the opposite direction now. It's wonderful.
You had soap and didn't tell me? No, I just have the box. We've been over this.
There's a Teresian trader destined for the capital, the man said. Names the Tekato, or Tebato for some such. They're fast, those prig ships. The man suddenly paused to look at Cusick embarrassedly. Ah, my apologies, Master Archon. It was a slip of the tongue. Cusick simply glared at the man. The portmaster swallowed. We'll see to the ship, Lyra said. Thank you, portmaster. Lyra looked to Cusick once the man had left. A Teresian ship. Should I expect the captain to be as difficult as you? Cusick's face was still.
I can confirm it's the same in the physical copy.
Yes, I got it right here.
Wonderful.
Get a new editor, dog.
Get an editor, dog.
The thing that makes this so funny is that this is literally something that you can see squiggled in with spell check. He glanced at Lyra, saying nothing. What, are you really upset about the portmaster saying prig? No. Then why so sullen? What does this mean? Upset. I am not upset. You could have fooled me. Which is something too easy to do, Cusick said without any emotion, turning to walk out of the office. Lyra was shocked. Cusick had said offensive things before, but this was the first time that he had actually sounded cruel. What under the light had upset him so much? Lyra caught up to Cusick as they walked to the ship, not saying so much as a word to each other. The ship was crewed totally by Teresians, with varying levels of undress, a few not even covering their private parts, with one or two women among them. Lyra's anxiety surged. There's just a ship full of mostly naked people.
Shad, you are so... Shad, you have like 5 kids. You and your wife must fuck like rabbits. Why are you so goddamn sex-starved in this fucking book.
Oh god, I just realized they entered the ship of the penis pirates.
I have written smut that is less horny than this goddamn book.
Yes, he does have 5 kids.
Unfortunately,
Double check for me. He does have 5 kids. Am I wrong on that?
I think he has 4, but regardless.
Yeah, he has a lot of kids.
In general.
The man does his faith proud in that regard.
Ugh. Oh no. He's not. At least he's not quiverful.
Googling, do Mormons believe in condoms right now?
Don't try to kill us with laughter.
I will speak. I actually know a Mormon.
A few of us know Mormons, I'm pretty sure. Like at one point in life.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure that Mormons are one of those sects of Christianity that's a little more hard-edged when it comes down to how they treat contraceptives.
A little.
From last time I
Is
spoke to
the answer
them,
no?
she threatened to basically divorce him if he didn't get a vasectomy.
Wow.
Oh my days!
Damn.
Okay, so
For context,
she's a non-traditional Mormon. Got it.
Just for context, that was after surprise kid number 6, and the oldest just graduated.
Okay, that's
Oh damn.
So
Number 6.
Surprise kid number 6.
So looking this up, there's no explicit policy against birth control there.
Oh,
My only thought is the Deadpool joke where Deadpool punches Colossus in the nuts and he says, "Oh, your
Yeah.
poor wife."
Your poor wife.
Kaido Fox
Okay, so-
says, will you guys ever be
Contraceptive-
reacting to Synthetic Man's review of Silent Hill F? That may or may not be in the
Oh,
works.
boy.
Just letting you guys know that. That may or may not be in the works. I need to finish Silent Hill F completely before we dive into that. And I fucked up getting the 4th ending, so I have to play through again.
Oh. Damn.
Finding that
Man,
Jizo
that
statue is a
funny?
fucking difficult task. I didn't realize I was looking for one.
How many endings does it have, anyways?
5. Including the UFO ending.
A what?
There's always a UFO.
Yeah, most Silent Hills have a UFO gag ending that you can get.
Oh, it's a gag ending. It's like
Yeah.
aliens are in Silent Hill.
Yes, and if you actually, the best part about the UFO endings is that the UFO endings, even though they're gags, they have continuity with one another.
Huh.
So if you want, you could theoretically believe that Silent Hill was always aliens, and everyone just keeps getting kidnapped by them. I think
Basically, somebody just kept watching Ancient Aliens one night and was like, I want to make that into a long-running gag. Let's go.
Did I miss my super chat getting read? Did you Gox? These character...
Yeah, you missed it.
God damn, I am so sorry, you Gox. These character exchanges would have any meat to them if we knew how Dalen was actually a person and how negatively he felt about his past self. As far as we can tell, he's just a prick.
Yeah.
And he apparently hates himself, but he's full of himself. So I don't know how to... Okay, Rinko from Silent Hill F. Excellent character. She has such a superiority complex, and she ends up hating herself by the end of the game because of it. She is a really good, well-realized character. Dalen? He is not. Dalen does not live up to a 15-year-old Japanese girl.
Yippee!
You, sir, whoever said that comment, please stop requesting good and insightful writing for this character. You're not going to get it.
Are you familiar with the definition of insanity?
All right.
Maybe if we suggest bad writing
All
decisions for
right.
this character.
Shush your face. I'm trying to move on. Okay. Lyra's anxiety surged. Oh, Light, really? She said to herself, purposefully looking at anything other than the crew. Rubbing her forehead, she sighed. Cusack, I need you to sort things out here. Cusack didn't reply. Oh, Light, I don't need this right now. I will do, Cusack finally said before walking toward one of the crew. The individual that Cusack approached wore slim Terusian-styled boots that hugged the calves, which the man's which the man's extremely baggy pants, thank the light, were tucked into. Cherusian seemed to prefer strong colors in their clothing, and the man was no exception, his pants being a deep red. He also wore a strange yellow half jacket that covered the shoulders and upper back, but left the chest, arms, and waist completely bare. Although this Cherusian had short yellow hair like Cusick, he wasn't nearly as fit, which was easy to see considering Cusick wore no shirt under his mantle. His chest was bare as his countryman's. The other man's belly was round and pronounced, sitting happily out in the open for all to see, which surprised Lyra, for she had expected being fit was a cultural thing. Why would you assume that? His chest was still smooth, free of any hair, and shimmered in the light as if lightly oiled. The man was in the middle of loading some sacks aboard the ship. He noticed Cusick approaching and put down his load. He started to bow, but stopped halfway once he looked to Cusick's face, his expression blank. He straightened, still staring at Cusick's face, and then the Arcanite mantle, and then back to his face. It was like the man didn't know how to respond.
And then back to
Cusick
me.
spoke.
I'm on a horse. I feel like we've made that joke like 5 times in this book. I wonder if Shad
You
might
have.
repeat his own like phrasing.
We need to get a coin
He does
jar
it too
for this
much.
now.
It's ridiculous.
Twy, you okay? Everything good?
I moved and then I accidentally unplugged my mic. My
Ah.
fault.
This happened.
Yeah. Cusick spoke to the man in their native tongue. The man, face still blank, backed away and boarded the ship. It was a very odd interaction, but then again, everything about the Cherusians was odd. Cusick returned to Lyra, and even though his face was blank, Lyra sensed a hint of satisfaction in his bearing. Shortly thereafter, a woman descended the gangplank and on the deck of the ship, and she was naked. Well, mostly naked, for she wore the same style Cherusian boots, and there was jewelry all over her body. Brightly colored and embroidered lengths of material looped from the bangles at her wrists to the thin golden chains around her waist. Yet nothing covered her private parts, and indeed everything she wore, from the design and shape of the silver jewelry to its positioning, seemed to draw attention to those prominent features. She was slim and toned. Her brown skin was smooth and clean, devoid of all types of body hair, and her straight, shoulder-length bright yellow hair was combed back to fall elegantly past her shoulders.
Yeah.
I'm done. Huh? The taste
Don't
description
worry.
done?
No, not yet, actually.
Oh,
Not
fuck.
yet.
So glad I
Oh,
went to the bathroom during that.
Okay, I'm gonna
I'll go
sleep.
back to sleep then.
Feel free.
Wake me up when
She
it's
was
done.
Okay, I will do.
Like, who's Micro when he got this?
She was beautiful. Still, the flagrant disregard for modesty made Lyra feel very uncomfortable, but not nearly to the anxiety-inducing level of the men's state of undress. Light. These Cherusians are backward. The woman approached Lyra, utterly ignoring Cusick, who was standing beside her, and smiled. A Cherusian? Smiling? Lyra hadn't expected that. The woman touched her fingertips to her forehead and then opened her arms out before her. Then she spoke. When she spoke, it was a very respectful tone without the slightest hint of an accent. Lady Archon, your arrival and interruption is irritating, but because of your station, I offer you all the courtesy it deserves, and will not express my profound annoyance beyond what I have said. Age has not diminished your physical beauty too much, although you are not as beautiful as I, and you do not appear to manipulate your appearance to influence men to your advantage, as is common among Hamran women. Instead, it appears that you rely on the authority of your station for influence. I respect this.
I'm sorry, their culture is just fucking Tourette's. They can't keep their fucking words in their mouth. Holy shit!
What the fuck?
It is quite literally, who the fuck begins a conversation like that?
I just sat down.
I just sat down.
I'm eating a salad. Why did you start the conversation like that, please?
Izanagi says, not sure if I'm reading too much into this, but this feels racist and leaning into tribal stereotypes. Shad, did you do any research? I don't know, like, if this is some sort of, like, look, if this is being racist, I don't know who to. It's just bad.
This is the worst kind of discrimination. The kind against me.
I know who it's racist to. It's racist to anybody with a brain cell.
I don't think that I've ever heard anyone mention that there might be racism toward any group. He is Australian, so like the natives of that people, I know a bit about their culture and their beliefs and all of that. Maybe.
Also, I mean, like most countries, like I'm more dealing now with. Oh, so these people just have their fucking yacht out for the Rizzler, right? That's how this works.
Say that again.
No, you guys need to understand. This is the level of discourse this fucking book deserves.
I'm sorry.
Okay, fair.
Like these fuckers are flashing the goods all over the place. Most countries would probably have some sort of modesty code in terms of laws. Like it's. I don't believe for a second that they would be allowed to walk around any country but their own this way. Like, I don't care if it's your custom to have your tits out regularly, all right? You cannot do that in public anywhere in the US unless you go to a nudist beach. Like,
It just sounds like a nudist culture.
it's like, it doesn't matter if you have a nudist culture. Our country and most other countries have a modesty standard that is legally enforced. It is called public exposure.
Public decency.
Public indecency. Sorry, I'm blanking. For making that meme, I'm banishing you. Wait, much better. I'm banishing you to the shadow realm. Oh no! Also, Chad is probably taking inspiration from the Sea Peoples of Wheel of Time, but notably, the Sea Peoples didn't strip down until they were way out onto the water. They would dress much more modestly when making port. Yeah, but Shad just wants people naked. People getting possessed by Cammy from MHA.
Damn. What purpose do these characters even serve?
No, they're going to start shipping me with Bakugo. Oh no.
A mouthpiece.
Some, apparently.
Their purpose is.
All right, back to it.
Yeah, I lost my place because I went a Googling and didn't find anything.
I respect this. It's like all the insults, and then Lyra's like, the fuck?
Oh, yeah. Lyra began nonplussed. Thank you? The captain smiled in a very expressive way, and indeed her face was more expressive than what seemed natural. Excellent. I see we're good friends. If you say so, I do. I do kind of like this.
I like this girl.
Fair.
I like this girl a lot. Like, and it's not because she has her tits out, but because she's just so abrasive. I like it.
Well, no, it's like she understands.
I grabbed porn
that...
by accident. I mean, it's not that I don't have a problem with porn. I just like to know if I grabbed it by accident or not. You know, just make sure I have all the wires crossed properly. I'm down with porn. Porn's great, but like I didn't expect to have someone walking around flashing their hoo-ha all over the place.
Grabbing porn is never an accident.
Videos have been demonetized yet.
Honestly, I'm shocked at this point too.
Well, it's mostly spoken.
Well, like the reason why I like her is because you can tell that she's one of these types of people that understand that other people have these cultures, but they don't fully understand it. It's like somebody who's spent like, I don't know, a week studying Japanese before going to Japan, and then like very clumsily going through like basic conversations in Japanese.
Yeah.
And then bowing improperly.
She's got the spirit.
Yeah, she's got the spirit.
Like I appreciate like the nature of her just being like, I'm going to list out basically everything that I think about you in as blunt terms as possible. We're friends now, okay? It's like, What? Like, I actually like this interaction generally. It's you know that meme of Squidward taking the first bite of a Krabby Patty? Like like that's me right now giving a compliment to Shad's book. It's like, yeah, I don't want to. Of course, that meme ends with him really loving it. That we haven't gotten anywhere near that yet.
Yeah, should we be concerned about that? You hiding something?
Yugok says, apparently in New York, it's legally permissible for women to be topless, similar to men. Interesting. Yeah,
It's
no,
the
I
same with downtown Vancouver.
Yeah, I remember they changed that.
I didn't know that.
Also in Ontario, I heard.
I can't confirm that.
I can confirm that when we visited Vancouver, I did not see a single topless lady. I was sold a bill of goods and lied.
It's almost like it's not just the law that you have to change, but also like the cultural mindset around a thing.
And also the fact that it's too goddamn cold up there.
No, it's not.
Oh.
What? I didn't even catch what he said.
It's not too hot. It's not too cold in Vancouver. It's
Okay.
actually really moderate as a climate.
Okay,
It rarely gets colder than -5 degrees Celsius. That is
I mean-
fucking warm.
I mean,
It
if
barely
you're-
snows there. And if it does, it melts within a day.
Okay, let's just file
That's
that under
fairly
me
nice
being a
weather.
dumbass.
I mean, I also like to point out
Nice
that
weather.
Wow, that's a big folder.
Canada and America.
Oh my god, that's a
are-
big folder. Holy shit, how much room do you need for that folder?
What?
He said,
What?
file that under me being a dumbass. And I'm like, well, that's a big folder. It's like the sweating meme. It's like, oh my god, such a big why is this such a big folder?
Mega Man.
Okay, I will put this in perspective to Paul, who says that -5 is freezing. We still have palm trees in Vancouver.
To be clear, this is -5 Celsius. Not it that -5 CNF. That's 23 degrees Fahrenheit. Which
Wonderful.
it's below freezing. But it's not awful. Like, it gets so much colder here in Ohio, which is so much further south. Like, we can regularly get down to 0 Fahrenheit during winter. Yeah.
That must be
Can't
chilly.
even have good weather in Ohio.
Yeah, and we can get up where I'm from, like where I was born and raised, we can get up to -30, I think, has been the coldest that we've gotten.
Anything below 70 Fahrenheit is freezing to me. Where do you fucking live? Los Angeles?
Are you a lizard?
No, sorry, not Los Angeles, San Diego. That's what I'm thinking of. San Diego, where it's always either 72 and sunny or 73 and sunny.
He actually involved in that.
Texan?
I didn't want to think like
Yeah, he's from Texas, apparently.
I'm from Texas. And no.
Okay, but we need the Civil War meme. It's like, yeah, well, what part of Texas?
yeah. What?
The Texas part.
It doesn't give an answer.
Houston, but okay.
The skeleton part.
All right. Let's see. Lyra looked to Cusick, whose face was blank, and then back to the female captain. We're here because we must commandeer your vessel. The woman sighed. This is profoundly irritating and has the possibility of affecting our friendship. In what capacity do you need my ship?
All right, Shad, you're winning some points here with this girl. I love like we're friends now. It's like we need to take your ship. This may affect our friendship.
Friendship may increase
I
knowledge.
love the immediate like whiplash of that. That's actually really fucking funny.
I now have
That is
oil with
actually
you.
good.
Damn. Okay, I think this guy gives
We can
way
salvage
too much
her.
for her money in terms of like.
We must get to
comparison
High Dawn as soon as possible.
strangely attached to.
Shh. We must get to Hydon as soon as possible. Ah, this is much more acceptable. You've chosen my ship because we are already headed to your capital. Yes, and because it's one of the fastest ships in port. I am very pleased that you know this, and it makes me like you more. Also, we must fly under the floating isles. That, my friend, is very troubling. Regularly, I would never risk such a flight, but with an Arknight's protection, I see no reason to fear. 2. The captain tilted her head slightly. 2? 2 Arknight's protection, Lyra said. The captain sneered, glancing at Cusick. I find it despicable that one such ashamed as you is a knight, forcing me to show respect to you that you do not deserve.
Oh dang.
Cusick's face was Cusick's face was stone, yet his tone betrayed strong Yet his tone betrayed strong emotion. Yet I am Archon. You will show respect or be shamed. The captain continued to sneer. I will show every courtesy as it is expected, but I will continue to despise you regardless, Master Archon.
Someone was going to say something.
Oh, I was just gonna joke. I am an officer, and you will respect my authority. Use.
Why?
That was such an important joke. Thank you.
Alright.
I do love you. I do love you, but.
I will shut up,
Love,
Neil.
but why?
Well, you tried.
This egg's line.
Cusick's mouth curled into the slightest grin, a triumphant shout by Cusick's standards. Good, he said in satisfaction. What was going on? Why was Cusick shamed? This was all very odd. Lyra had been expecting this woman to be the same as Cusick, but light. She couldn't have been more different and yet so distinctly Cherusian at the same time. She used expressions in a very pronounced yet calculating way, whereas Cusick rarely used them at all, and she voiced every thought. Cusick never hesitated to tell her what he was thinking, but compared to this woman, his comments were positively subtle. Something Lyra would never would have considered to be a possibility.
Izanagi says, okay, yeah, Shad really didn't do any research into cultures about how they express themselves. Even the Netherlands are pretty more lax, but they aren't like this. What? When the Netherlands get involved in this? What?
Culture.
We don't have to have a fictional culture be based off of a real life culture.
Yeah.
And unless if we know for a fact that he has based some of these cultures off of a specific real life culture, then we shouldn't make assumptions.
Yeah.
We know that each of them are based off of different religious sects.
Snowy, it's great.
I did censor it a tiny bit because I was like,
I can tell,
just in case.
Actually, speaking of which,
You're gonna make
I
her
was
li-
getting
you're
the
gonna make
feeling
Kelsey
that,
like her now.
Lyra was like had a little bit of a crush on this chick.
Are her glasses
think,
smoking?
man?
Yes. They
Well, she's not
smoke
wearing
Marlboros.
glasses, but sure.
All right. The captain looked back at Lyra. Please come aboard. I am eager to reinforce your knowledge. Oopsies.
Oopsie-daisies? Did you press a button by accident?
I did. Well, I accidentally went back a page. But I am back now.
Oops.
The captain looked back to Lyra. Please come aboard. I am eager to reinforce your knowledge that Cherusian sky ships are the best in the world. I'll see that we embark at once. They followed the captain aboard the ship, and Lyra had to keep her eyes on the deck as they walked to their cabins, with so many privates on exhibition. Once inside and alone, Lyra spun on Cusick. All right, what under the light is going on? It does not matter. It is a thing of my people. She said you're shamed. What does that mean? That I am shamed. You know that's not what I'm asking. Cusick walked past her and sat cross-legged on one of the large cushions, facing away from her. I will not talk. It's that branding on your forehead, isn't it? None of the other Cherusians have it. This is my shame, Lyra. I will not talk. Okay? Fine. Cusick didn't reply, and Lyra collapsed on one of the low and heavily cushioned beds, totally fed up with the backward Terusians and their strange customs.
I don't know. I feel like a mark of shame, a literal mark of shame, is not that hard to comprehend, Lyra. Like, what he
Also,
did is
Lyra-
sure probably a question,
well-
but, like, I understand why he wouldn't want to fucking bring it up.
Also, throwing this out there, he said fucking drop it. Fucking drop it, dick.
Yeah, like,
Just like
this is the most direct he has ever been about his emotions with you, in that I do not want to talk about this, so don't. Wow.
do as you want him to do about the sex stuff.
Why is this? Is Lyra actually your client?
What?
He shouldn't ignore me. He should just tell me what I want to know when I ask him to tell me. He shouldn't have anything he wants that are reasonable.
God, why did you become such
yeah.
a Karen?
That's an in-joke.
Yeah. I have some slight frustrations with a certain somebody.
Oh.
Okay, I get it.
But yeah, that's the chapter.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
That was it?
Blink and you miss it.
That's it?
Yep.
What?
Wow.
Next one is 13 pages, and what's after that one? 9. Oh, so we can do 2 chapters next week. So it's combined 21.
Awesome.
Oh,
I'm
goody.
surprised
Lovely.
nothing insane happened.
Goody gum
I mean, it's a Lyra and
Not much
Cusick
of anything
chapter.
happened.
Nothing happens in those.
Yeah.
In fact,
Yeah,
I am
it
getting
happened
more and more
except
the
for the-
feeling that we will have Lyra and Cusick catch up to Dalen and Auric. And when they do, they'll be introduced, and all the vital information we need will be basically explained to Dalen and Auric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and basically anything else that we just learned through any of this is not important whatsoever.
Obviously.
In fact, it may have, in fact, made it better because as a plot twist, the fucking police showing up and being like, hey, we've been chasing you for a while because you've been doing a bunch of stupid shit. Like, that actually would be kind of funny, structurally speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing
But,
ever
yeah.
happens. Yeah,
For that.
this is yet another. You know what? I will take that chapter. There was literally a speck of hope. It opened Pandora's box that there might be kind of a character.
I mean, it's another flat Dalen chapter after this, so I wouldn't hold out hope.
I don't mean she'll be around long, but you know, as long as she can like stick the landing, she'll actually be the quality character in the book. The one.
He's just gonna.
Oh boy.
What is this me on your forehead?
But yeah, no, I'll be honest. I kind of just don't feel anything about this chapter.
Yeah, this was a
Other than
nothing
these-
chapter other than Tits McGee, which is going to be her name from here on out.
Oh my
I
god.
guess there was the soapbox nonsense earlier,
Look,
but otherwise,
if Shad is going to make such a big fucking deal about her having her goods out, I'm going to just refer to her that way because it's a level of respect that he's handed us on a platter. And the irony is, I give her far more respect than I would give anyone else in this fucking book.
I mean, given the context of last chapter, is that an upgrade?
Yes! It is an
Very
upgrade.
much an upgrade.
She
Listen.
is so much of an
Raise
upgrade
up.
compared to 2 men that took it upon themselves to murder 2 entire ship crews because they had muddied souls. I cannot get over this enough.
Okay. Celtic.
I think this is the
Celtic, you're
first
wrong.
time I've heard someone hype up shit to mud.
No, Celtic, you're wrong. Auric didn't kill anybody. The ground killed someone.
Ah.
Yep, exactly. But don't. I would like to make something clear though, at the very least. Listen, Tits McGee might be pretty big, but nobody's beating out I Know Nothing or Celtic.
Yes.
Says the artist.
You need to draw me me and I know nothing being like, hey, where'd Tix McGee go? And we can't see her under.
Hey,
her
I can draw you guys in a Yuri pose if you really want.
No. I feel like that would be
User-
like
who's your
awkward.
guest?
Hey, I have to
fair
ask,
enough.
who are the three characters on the cover? Like, one's Dalen, and are the other two
It's
Lyra?
Galen,
and...
Arik, and Lyra.
Lyra.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's Lyra.
Because
Those are the
Cusack could
only
make it.
important characters in the book, by the way.
Oh, lovely.
Correct.
Not even
What?
Cusack. Damn.
No.
Cusack
Why
is
is he left
certainly
out?
there.
Cusack stands for
Yeah.
comic relief.
I thought it stand for sex.
Also,
And
I mean,
sex.
if Usig was on the book, I don't think he would be able to sell it on the cover of the book. I mean.
Yeah, because
To
yeah,
that
well,
I just- to that I
he's
should
not
say coward.
pantsless. He's just shirtless. It would come off as a Harlequin novel, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
That would actually be hilarious if he actually he sold the book as a Harlequin romance, like had one of those salacious covers, and it's just this.
Oh.
Like a fucking Fabio cover.
Yeah, exactly.
The Fabio cover with the Chuck Tingle title.
We are also
It was-
officially at 47%. We're getting close to halfway. We're almost there.
Oh my god.
And yet we're no closer to a real plot.
Quite literally, we are almost halfway through, and the real plot hasn't happened yet.
Oh
Nope.
my god.
Is there a real plot?
Yes,
Nope.
actually.
Why did
Oh.
The real plot only at the 10% of the way to the end mark.
I'm scared that you say there's
will
actually a
do that
plot because that implies that he'll actually try and write one. All right.
Correct.
Well, we'll get there.
Anyway, thank you all so much for joining. I hope you all had a good time. Reminder, tomorrow, Fixing Ruby Volume 7, Episode 8 is getting re-premiered. Please don't forget to rejoin and try and kind of recreate the chat because the chat got nuked with the DMCA claim. So, that's always fun.
Well, I got DMCA.
And then
I
an
can
hour
do it.
after the premiere starts, so 30 minutes after it ends, we're going to be doing the campaign, The Hunger of Mahar Voln. We're going to be continuing that, and it's going to be a fun little session because there might be some people to talk to, so that's going to be fun. And there's also going to be plenty of things to kill also, so, fun. All right, now...
Yes, kill the things that I drew.
Interesting in this.
Yes. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll catch you all on the flip side.